Great to see everyone here. Yeah, so there are a lot of people here this year, aren't there, Jesse?
Yeah, so we're over 1,000, which is kind of insane, actually. You may have noticed it's a little crowded. We opened up a second room. So if you guys have trouble finding a spot during the day, there's a second room up in 209, 210. So there we are.
Yeah, so that's more people than the first 2 years combined. And Gina just told me the wait list is pretty long, which is actually kind of a sad thing. I wish we could have gotten everyone in, and we'll just have to plan bigger next year. So that's really good.
So we're just going to roll in and get started. You want to start off your little bit there?
Yeah, so like I said, this year is bigger than the last 2 years combined, but looking back a little bit, so this is Velocity's third year. We started in 2008, and wanted to see how many people, is this their second Velocity? And your third Velocity?
Wow, a lot of new people. Welcome. That is pretty awesome.
That's great to see everyone here. So, of course, the key to a conference like this is the sponsors, and that's one of the things that I love about the Velocity Conference is it's such a hands-on technical conference that the sponsors fit in really well. I went to a Strange Loop workshop yesterday, and it was just great, great content. So I want to thank all the sponsors. We've had Keynote as a sponsor for 3 years, and this year they're our premium diamond sponsor. And so great thanks to Keynote for being with us all 3 years.
We also want to thank. All right. Well, we'll give him major applause when he gets up. We also want to thank Yahoo for supporting us and for originally producing Steve, which is a gift to everyone, and also Google, who has continued to sponsor both the conference and continued to allow Steve to work on it, which is pretty amazing. So thank you, Google.
Yeah, so Yahoo and Strangeloop are our platinum sponsors, and I think Google and CompuWare are our diamond sponsors. Yeah, so that's great to have them along with us. So let's see, some other logistical notes that we want to go through. So lunch, both today and tomorrow, is going to be tight. It's out on the patio, which is nice, especially today if the sun comes out again. But it's also upstairs, and I think yesterday they had to close out the patio because it got too crowded. So remember that, especially we got to get through that in an hour, so we're going to close the plenary right on time. So try to get through the lunch as quick as you can, both upstairs and downstairs.
So we're also doing a bunch of stuff around the exhibit hall, and that's going to be in ballrooms E and F. So it opens from the morning break, and we're doing this passport thing this year. So if you pick up a passport, you'll be able to go around and get it stamped at sponsor booths, and then you'll be able to win what I am assured are awesome, cool prizes. So we will definitely be doing that, both Steve and I, and we're actually going to do a booth crawl at, when are we doing that today?
Noon.
All right, at noon, so after we've eaten. Or no, right when we're eating.
Yeah.
Before we eat, we're going to do that.
We don't get to eat, we just drink during that.
I just realized the flaw in that plan. But we will be doing that at noon, and yeah.
And I think there's going to be an author gathering at the O'Reilly booth at around 6:30 tonight. So if you want any books signed by many of the O'Reilly authors that are here, swing by there and check that out. And then also, I mentioned before, we're sold out, so try to be seat friendly when you're getting into a session and it looks like the seats are tight. Try to, just like church, slide all the way in. Flag people down if there's seats next to you. If you see people standing in the back, we'd appreciate that.
So we every year do this thing where there's a new feature on the conference website. And this year we have a whole bunch of improvements to the Velocity attendee website. So you can set up a personal schedule and you can connect to each other using that. So if there's someone you want to meet or talk to a speaker or set up a schedule, you can do that on the Velocity Conference website. It's actually really cool. And it's a good way of reaching me in particular if you want to send me email, as I'm checking that during the event. And you can also check out links and updates to the Velocity schedule page. We do make changes from time to time, so those will go there.
You'll probably see it on the slides. The hashtag on Twitter is VelocityConf. And also we have a T-shirt this year that we're giving away. So you can get that. Oh, what do we got here?
We didn't actually figure out the music in advance, but...
Oh, come on. We need more than that. That's an awesome-looking T-shirt. I haven't seen that before. That looks great. All right, Jesse just fulfilled his live stream. And
this is just my day job, man.
So I think you have a voucher. You can take that to the exhibit hall at the afternoon break today, and you can collect a T-shirt there.
No strip keys required.
Let's see. So we're getting close to wrapping it up. I just want to remind everyone, excuse me, that really, like, Jesse and I get some kudos for this conference, and it's gotten really big. But really, all the credit goes to the speakers and the audience. I mean, just yesterday, the workshop day was just incredible to see the feedback going back and forth. And that's really what Jesse and I love to see the most, is that feedback happening. So we don't do Q&A during the plenary sessions this morning, but in the afternoons, I really want you to, as you're listening to the session, listening to a speaker, think of questions. There's nothing worse for a speaker than finishing their talk and there's no questions. So ask questions, get up, and your questions are probably what other people are thinking about too. So I really encourage you to do that. And then also, all the speakers want feedback, and you can do that by adding comments to their talk and rating their talks. And that's going to help us out for next year, and it's going to help the speakers out to find out how they're doing. So we really appreciate it if you do that.